Hi, welcome to another sync. What did I look at today? Today I was looking at character sets. Quite interesting. And I found a blog that combines something I like seeing. There's practical experience and also interesting use cases. I'll drop the link in the description. The beginning of the blog pretty much points out something interesting. Ever wondered about that mysterious content type tag? I'm sure if you write HTML, you definitely see that tag somewhere up there. And also, it's saying, did you ever get an email from your friends in Bulgaria with the subject like this? This is pretty common. If you receive email from a different language, sometimes this happens. And he also gave personal experiences of him while working at, I think, his company or this company. And when a tester asked him a question of whether what they built can handle incoming email in Japanese. So for the content type, for the backends, you could definitely see it somewhere here. I know it also changes from web sites. So for here, you can see the content type text, HTML, and the char set is UTF-8. Pretty much. What exactly does this mean is a good question. And also, there is also an interesting one he pointed out. So he said that PHP has almost complete ignorance of character encoding issues. Blithely using 8 bits for characters, making it damn near impossible to develop good international web application. And he thought enough is enough. You see, an interesting thing he also pointed out here is, you see, when the tester told him something about can you handle incoming email in Japanese, and he looked at how that could work. First, for him to do that, he was like looking at this commercial ActiveX control we're using to pass MIME email. We discovered that it was doing exactly the wrong thing with character sets. We actually had to write heroic code to undo the wrong conversions it had done and redo it correctly. So you see, we're trying to get there. So first, it takes a very good understanding of what this thing is for you to be able to dig into the library and understand that. And also for you to know that what that library is doing, which was written by an engineer, is being done wrongly. It could also be the engineer the developer did not have that use case in mind. So for what they want to achieve, the pass MIME email was doing it wrong, something like that. And they also went ahead to write their own heroic code to actually undo the wrong conversion, which is another interesting thing. So he also said he looked into another commercial library and it had a broken character code implementation. So this character code thing is pretty much a big deal because it seems to be causing quite a lot of issues if done wrongly. And he got, would I say frustrated? He got a little bit annoyed with the fact that how come a lot of people don't really know what exactly this thing is and they sort of tend to do it wrongly, even PHP. See, yeah, although this blog is old, so it seems, I think this blog is 2003, so that's pretty much an old blog, but this is to tell you that this fundamental thing can go quite a long way. If you really don't understand it, you can write some very, very, very bad stuff. So he said, when I discovered that the popular tool PHP had complete ignorance of character encoding issues, you see, and it was difficult for him to build or to do international web applications, which I will explain much better. I know a friend has explained to me having issues with things like internationalization, and he was explaining it at that point in time. I really did not understand it much, but now it's making much sense. So a good thing would be, so let's say this title, for instance, say every 2 minutes we want to display the same title in another language. So it's English now, after 2 minutes display it in Spanish, after 2 minutes Chinese. That's an interesting problem, right? I think in 2003 that might be a lot of pain. Currently now there might be libraries and stuff that might help, but so he was looking at how a lot of people or a lot of engineers were doing this wrongly, and he went on to write this blog to just provide at least a fundamental level or a fundamental understanding of how character sets should be done or should be implemented. And that's why it's a pretty much good blog. And he started out with practical scenarios, which is quite good, and they went on to start from where it all started and walk you through. I'm pretty much somewhere around here. I've not gone deep, so you can definitely check it out too. That's exactly what I was reading, trying to see what this is, and from what we just saw now, you can see how this thing, if it's not well implemented, it can cause serious issues, and it would be really good to at least try to understand it well. Also, for the other part of it, there are different things that makes up the character sets. I can't recall where I saw that, but if I can definitely recall that resource, I'll add it to the description to below. That's pretty much it, and that's what I was looking at for today. That's all for now. Bye.